It is 6:48 a.m. right now. I honestly probably could get more light in here, but we do things raw for this series, baby. Whew, I'm tired. Just been thinking a lot. But something did actually come to me. I was gonna do this a day's video after I meditated, but I was like, you know what? No, I don't need it. Day 26, ladies and gentlemen. Can't talk now. Day 26, ladies and gentlemen. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy, and you are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I actually washed my face, so I got to get some cream, but while I'm getting some cream, repeat it to yourself over and over, over and over. Shea butter. Blackest thing you could see in the beginning of the video. Oh man, this world and its races. We are literally all one people. It's crazy. Anyways, so in the last video I talked about, in the last 3 videos, you can kind of see that my awareness was hooked on this new opportunity that I manifested. And I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't want to put too much. And I'm not gonna lie. I realized something today as I was going on my walk. And the thing that I realized is I know that this isn't my end, but it was still something I manifested, and it literally came out almost identical, to what I was creating in my mind. Like, no joke. It didn't take 1 day because manifestation is instant. So it was done the moment I claimed it. I was intentionally looking for a trade, looking for an apprenticeship, and looking for something that wasn't going to kill me for hours. And this isn't really backbreaking work. The guy told me it's hard work, but again, we all define that differently. And if you love what you do, you won't feel like you worked a day in your life. Now here's the thing for me, right? I know what my end is. I have very clear goals in mind, and I'm also never someone to be afraid to try. Training for this is only 2 weeks. If this is only 2 weeks and then you shadow a lead installer, and everybody is everybody, it's a really like community employee focused company. I think I lucked out on the biggest thing. One thing that was cool was color psychology. So I wanted to start using green and things on things because of the heart chakra and what green is associated with nature. This company that I got the offer letter from is a very green company. So I was like, okay, it's all aligning with who I am. Reality is reflecting and mirroring me. So I said, you know what? Though I know I had a whole day where it was like when I came back, I was feeling very like low about it. The only thing I have to do is try. I've never shot down an opportunity. Like, it's an opportunity. Like, what is the worst thing that can happen? I get fired for doing a bad job. It doesn't matter. Reality is me. So I almost allowed that fear and that ego to come out of nowhere and get me. And it's like, why? Even the guy who, gave me the offer, didn't allow me to kind of get into fear, because I get a company car. It's probably similar to a U-Haul size, which I was like, I could drive that. But they did say they do a lot of driving, and I was like, all right, we'll see. But he said anything that happens to the company car, anything, it's covered. We have a guy, tire, anything, so you're good. And I said, okay, can you give me a size of how what the car is? And he was like, right there. And I was like, he's like, yours won't have a ladder. And I was like, that? And he was like, oh, you got it. And I realized even when he did that he was reflecting my inner world that does that as well. I usually tell myself I got it, and I know, usually when I'm anyone, not everyone and anyone, I don't want to just blanket statement someone out there who doesn't feel that, but with certain things for me, the nervous ratio changes, right? So with this, when it comes to driving for me, I'm a very safe driver and I'm very good at driving, but when it comes to bigger, larger vehicles, I know you feel like a beast on the road, but you know, I whipped the U-Haul and I did it, and I whipped it through some crazy streets. So I was like, you know what, I did good. I had to go up hills and valleys for this one guy that I was working for that had an Airbnb business, and it was the first time I did anything like that. So I did fine. Like, I literally did fine in crazier conditions, at least to me. And for this, I'll only be driving to work, to the location we're doing, and then home, pretty much. So, you know, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll literally be fine. And the time that I get to work, it's a trade. So, you know, I'm up at the ass crack of dawn. So, you know, I'll be clear for the morning drives. They'll be pretty peaceful. But anyways, that's just updating y'all on that, and updating you on my thought process. I was like, you know what? Screw it, man. Like, I am a person to try anything. I'll try anything. I don't mind. I'm never afraid of the challenge. Really, what gets me and what was stopping me was the alignment. You know, for some reason, I don't know, my body felt drained. It felt cooked, and I was like, ugh, you know, I want to be mindful. Is this the old self trying to pull me back to an old reality or whatever? And I said, you know what? Whatever. Always forward, forward always, right? So I know that I'm not the body. Every move, I've been saying, every move I make is the right move. And what's funny is this company actually has a location, like a couple of them, in the state that I want to move to, which is so funny because I ended up telling the guy that in the interview. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, that's so funny. And they have other positions in the company that the guy told me that people move to, but you have to be in this position if you accept this position for a year. Like, you can't do any other position, which, again, I see things work out for me in mysterious ways, so I'm not really worried about that, you know. Unless it's like really contractual and written, I'm gonna say that, you know, those things will be changed for me. Because the thing is like, people just fit well in certain positions. So, you know, if this company really values employees and they see someone's strengths and where they could be strong in other areas, I'm sure that they would move you around, because it sounds like it's a very an employee-centric company from what I've heard. So, again, I'm going to trust that and keep going in with the mindset that literally manifested this. I am source. I'm whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I created this. We keep going, you know. And again, I appreciate God and source working its way through me, because I was going in every single day for this series as much as I could. You know, there were pockets of time where I would forget to affirm. And I don't want to say it was forgetting. It was more like just pausing. Like, my mind was like, okay, man, I get it. Ooh, let's take a breather. But I was cooking. And I feel really great. I actually feel really, really good. And my conclusion I've come to is more just, I'm not afraid to try anything. Even when I was dental assisting and everything, and they told me I was like one of the best, all right, you know, let's go. Let's do it. You know, they could tell I actually wanted to learn. I was making minimal mistakes, and even when I made them, you know, no ego. I apologize. Because again, how do you have an ego when you know your spirit? Like, I don't care. That's why nothing makes me mad anymore. Like, things used to frustrate me, and I used to be very sarcastic as a mask and a defense, which I'm sarcastic now, but not in a bad way. It's mostly like, just like joking or kind, but some people's shadows still get affected. But aside from that, I don't understand how to have ego when you recognize that you're spirit, because what else? We're in the body. Like, we're not of the body. The body's in us. Like, the body is literally just this vehicle we operate. So yeah, might as well go rack up all these things. And I also wanted to live not off grid, but I wanted to have kind of like a tiny home builder, or build. So, you know, it's kind of funny, the things that are being attracted to me are in junction with literally what I've been saying, because I'm like, man, I would love a tiny home. Like, I don't care. I don't need that much space as a being. I don't need a fucking $100,000 home with this. Give me 1 acre of land in a nice area, sewage, water, electricity hookups, and whatever. Give me my little square footage or whatever. I'm good. Like, I'm super solid. Make some cool stuff on my property. I don't care. I don't need anything crazy. I don't need to be living in a fucking $600,000 thing, whatever. No, I'll tend to the land, the acres. I'll lay my dichotomous earth or whatever else that I have to do. I'll manage the land, take care of it, set up some garden beds, I don't know, or even live in a nice tiny home community. I don't care. I don't need like gobs and gobs of stuff. Like to me, that's just me. So I'm speaking for me. No one else. This is just for me. I don't need, I just, again, we're travelers, we're nomads. You don't get to take any of the stuff that you had here. I don't need 7, 8 cars. If you have that stuff, totally okay with you. Just speaking for me. I can have one reliable car, just, I don't know. I'm for real when it comes to a minimalist. I have my nice little amenities that I like, and I'm good to go. I really don't require much, which is funny because a realization that I had during this challenges was like, wow, I'm really going to be wealthy because I don't need much. So my wealth will be hoarded like a dragon, but also distributed, because I feel like sometimes holding wealth can be a sign of like scarcity, like you don't want to let it go. But no, I mean, so hoard it like a dragon, but also distribute it like a diplomat. So money will always be coming in and flowing in. The stuff that's hoarded in my little dragon cave will be just the things to my necessities, so that I'm always taken care of. But everything else, I wouldn't care to donate, give to someone in need, help family members. That's what this whole thing is about, right? So yeah, that's me as a god. Welcome to Rel Crumbs, eating and leaving no crumbs as a dragon. That was probably cringe, but I don't care. Anyways, much love. I'm out of here, and yeah, I'm gonna sit on the decision more. I accepted the offer letter and everything because it expires, so if anything changes up until the 3rd, I'll let you guys know in video how I'm feeling, if anything switches. But as for now, why not go off? Like, nothing hurt. Again, what's the worst that could happen? You try and you fail. Am I scared of literally failing? No, not at all. So it's like, what, am I scared of being the worst employee? There's worse things out there. A conversation where they're like, look, Jarrell, we gotta let you go. Anyways, peace out, guys. Rel out.